Welcome back, everyone. He is Captain Cockings.
And he is still Captain Foley.
Oh, see, now we're the same.
It's been decades, Stuart. Still no promotion, eh?
Well, we're talking about captain's uniforms today, so I thought it appropriate that, you get a promotion, at least for this live.
Thank you.
Or this edited video. This isn't not live. Anyway, we're talking about captain's uniforms from the future.
And Captain Burnham.
The future. But Captain Burnham from the future of the future.
Yes.
This is... Anyway, yeah.
Captain Burnham.
The finale of Discovery. We're going to talk about the flash forward.
Yes. Or epilogue, or both. We're going to assume our 35 years, because captains, should at least be in their 30s, and Burnham was not pregnant at the end. Well, we assume not. Maybe at the wedding. What do I end that show? It's like, oh, a pregnant book. Cut to 30 years later. It's like, okay. Anyway, so their son, lovely, great little scene, is now captain. Nice fella.
His name's Leo, by the way. Did you catch that?
Yes. It said as like a side thing in like a, yeah. It's funny because the day after it came out, some reviewers didn't know the name. They're like, unnamed son. I was like, I'm pretty sure I heard the name. Anyway, he's on there. Seems lovely. Nice scene. Epilogue. Captain's uniform. Mega future. What do you think, Stuart?
I like it. This is I like the dark grays and that kind of dark red.
It's like there's a fruit that's like that. It's like a passion fruit. It's like a blood orange. It's like it's like slightly orange, but not. Yeah.
Or pomegranate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of got that dark vibe to it. I don't know. I think it's great. The only sticky thing I'm not super happy about is where the rank pips are. I kind of wish they'd been at the side, but small thing. I see why they did that based on the older uniforms, or the not the older uniforms. All of this season's uniform. How's that? But the thing that really stands out to me is the comm badge. I love that you can clearly see it's a delta now and it doesn't just look like an oval. Like you can't see the delta in that oval half the time because of the way it's lit.
And we'll do a separate video about that as well, guys, to check it out. As well, the full delta comparison, because of course we did.
What did you think?
We're doing this first, so that we can do the other one later. So tune in, guys.
So what did you think of the captain's uniform, Samuel?
I liked it. Didn't love it, but I liked it. It's one of those things that they sort of lightninged in a bottle with TOS. They lightened in a bottle strong with TNG Season 3. It's so crisp. Like, it's so much crisper than this, right? That feels like a professional... And I've obviously worn them for a decade now. This is far more cosplay than that. And that was designed in the 80s. The Voyage uniform, so crisp and simple and sharp. This is cosplay. Doesn't mean it's bad. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying they got a light in the bottle so hard early on that iterating on that has often proved unsuccessful. You don't like the future ones, the Endgame, Admiral Janeway, one.
Like pajamas.
Pajamas, yeah. Like you can have missteps, right? This is not a misstep. But it has that odd cosplay vibe where it's like, well, we have to keep the wheel, but we're so far away from the factory that we can change the wheel, but we've got to keep it similar. So if you removed the badge and the pips, it would not be a Star Trek uniform. It would be, some random generic stuff, Lightning Fast, the new sci-fi show on Spike TV, or Daring Rescue on Space, right? That said, in this frame, I actually reasonably like it. The badge is fine, is nice. The colours work well together. Having the big thing, it gives you Voyager vibes, but not. He looks great in it.
The only odd anomaly for me... Well, the thing I didn't like was the grey pants that go with this. I would have preferred, like, black or something. But the weird anomaly to me is things on his arms. If they had 4 pips in that empty area... would have been like, okay, so from the side or whatever you can identify as a captain, because that's why there's rank braids and stuff, so you can see what rank the person in front of you is or whatever, right? That seems like it was just tacked on for the sake of being tacked on. It doesn't really tie into anything. I mean, it's even different color than the comm badge as well. It's not.
My brain goes to it might be a piece of tech, like a pattern buffer.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Like they're defaulting to they've got the emergency pattern buffer all part of their beaming thing. Because they've now removed, a third of the comm badge physical space, which means the idea that it would have a beaming tech in it. They've really shrunk the, because that's a teleporter. So if they've now got beaming things on the shoulders as well, there's more redundancy.
Yeah, I'd be down with that. Yeah, I like that.
You know, like that's what it says to me. It doesn't feel. It doesn't feel decorative. It doesn't feel like it's telling me anything. So it feels like a tech choice. I know I'm reaching there, but that's what I see. So I actually would have been fine if they were filled in and make it much more obvious and be like, yeah, that's our mobile. Which actually I wouldn't mind if they had to do this instead rather than this, because make them. Yeah, no, that's the tricorder. That's the teleporter. And then this is the gun emitter. Like, I would be fine with that, actually.
It would be better if they ever got taken prisoner. Take their comm badge, okay. Meanwhile, in the cell.
Yeah, like, I see...
Part of the uniform, it's woven in.
Yeah, like, yeah. Yeah, the pips at the front really bug me because it feels like my eyes go straight to them, and for some reason it thinks, like, slit throat. Something about that just kind of locks my eyes right there. I mean, hey, pips are back. But also, they're so damn small in an area that's so... They could have been on the side. That would have been so nice seeing back there where they've been for 40, 50, 60... Well, yeah, 40 years. But which is funny, because I know you like symmetrical uniforms, but the fact that there's symmetry there, I don't like. Which, of course, is ironic, because it is symmetry in the sense that you have pips there, badge there. You're symmetrying out the greebling, right?
Or even if you don't put it on the collar, slide it down to, like, right here. Would have been kind of neat, but that would give a Picard like season 1 and 2 vibes.
And in fact, that grey could easily have had the full normal rank part, which Burnham still has for the most part. So it's an odd choice. I mean, it's not a very detailed uniform, and the Delta kind of looks almost smaller compared to the whole piece. And the necks, I mean, there's a lot of high neck piece, kind of like the flashback uniform from Picard. Like he feels very inside the uniform. He's very connected, right? It's all kind of one piece almost to him.
The next picture shows off those pants, and they don't feel very military. They feel kind of like pajama pants or track pants or something. They don't really have that military vibe. I wish there was something. You can see there's the red stripes on the front from this picture as well,
and in the arms.
And on the arm,
which I didn't see. Because there's no real long shots of this, so it's like, yay, this is the long shot.
But those pants just... They seem like a day lounging at home pants. They don't really feel... You know what I mean? Like, wish they were different material at least.
But in fairness, you know, having nice comfy trousers in the future is a good thing, because then you're comfortable.
Sure, yeah, I get that, but... It doesn't have that look of a uniform.
Well, that's the thing. It feels like more of a future NASA two-piece jumpsuit in the jumpsuit fabric, like that sort of spandexy. It has that bit more of that vibe, fabric. So the trousers would be fine for that, right? Like a NASA. Like this wouldn't feel anything out of place from, you know, like I said, a new show of NASA. And I'm intrigued by the front is not how the uniform is. In terms of the shaping of the red. Look at the back. It's almost like there's a shoulder strap and then just empty grey. I wonder why there's so much split done. It's odd. I don't know why.
I would have preferred that the whole back be red and that the side be grey. As to that. Because again, the back and the side feels kind of lazy to me. The front, I think, looks fantastic and very sharp. But the rest of it just doesn't feel that way to me.
It's almost like an armor piece is attached on the front.
Yeah. So I don't know.
But let's compare it to the current, now old already uniform, to see where we've come and where we've gone. Thoughts comparing the two 32nd century uniforms?
Well, asymmetry aside at the bottom of Rainier's, I have grown accustomed to that particular uniform, and it doesn't bug me as much as it used to. I don't like the overdone collar piece. It feels too military, too dictatorship uniform regime kind of, whereas the other one feels more Starfleet, feels more Star Trek. So also I know that's lighting on the planet, but I kind of prefer the color red of the new one. I don't see it, and I don't hate the other one like I used to. I think it looks good on Rainier. Yeah, I don't know.
Many mixed feelings I sense from you, young Padawan.
Yeah, well, this is my first time looking at them side by side and trying to put into words my thoughts. But what about you? What do you think about these two?
I mean, it was such a departure from the other uniforms. The fabric is so much thicker and less movable, but it's really crisp. Just really, really crisp. I really like the random black stripe. It works. I still wish they'd had this plate. Is still obnoxious, like you say. Having pips would be fine. But it's simple. It's more of a dinner jacket vibe, like a bit more, but it's really crisp. The new one is far more jumpsuit, even though it isn't. It's two-piece. It feels more jumpsuit, feels more costumey. The left one doesn't feel costumey. It feels like a crisp piece of whatever. Now, obviously, if they only had $30 and 3 days to make the right, fine. But they had an entire costume department. Even if it's rolling down, they would have all the racks of fabric. It's not as if they had to, that shouldn't be a problem, right? Just less crisp, but less militaristic, less warlike. If this is the new generation, again, then having a far more flaccid uniform, is kind of good in a sense. We're positive going forwards.
Speaking of flaccid, look at Rainier's pants. I would prefer those pants on the new uniform top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That mix, I think, would be better. That's what I meant by the black pants.
Yep. But it's still pretty good.
It is. It is. It was great to see that they put the effort in to do that for just a couple of scenes, So.
And he looked great in them, which is great. He really, worked it.
What do you guys think of the captain's uniform? The new and the old, even though it's not. The 32nd century uniforms. What do you guys think of them? Comment down below. We want to hear your thoughts. Make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell icon so you don't miss any lives or edited content that we do, because we love talking Trek and we do it all the time and want you to be part of it. So join us.
And when you're there, joined with us, you can support us.
Like a trill.
Like a trill. You can super chat while you're there with us, or super thanks. Super chat is on any live video, super thanks is on any video. Literally anything. Or if you want to support us regularly, then Patreon is monthly, or join the channel is also monthly. Help us out if you can, or just watch everything we do, all of it, and see us lives, my fan films, everything. That just helps our creativeness. And buy shirts if you want, and PayPal if you can. Trekyards@hotmail.com. Each and all help. So thanks in advance.
That's right. So until next time, he's still Captain Cock, and he's fine.
And he is Captain 1-star Admiral. No, 1-star Captain. There you go, Foley. Because you didn't say I was a 4-star Captain in the previous thing.
Anyway, it's fine.
It's the future
Until
Stuart
next
you don't
time.
know.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.